Alright guys, so no intro today, nothing too crazy. The trailer for Anime Vanguards Update 7 just dropped. It'll be playing in the background for the whole entire video if you haven't seen it, or, you know, are gonna get bored of me talking. But today we're just talking about basically, will this update save Anime Vanguards? Alright, it's a big question because first off, one of the biggest tower defense games, All-Star Tower Defense X, re-released and basically shattered like anything you'd ever seen before on a tower defense. I mean, as we all know, ASTDX hit literally like 300,000 CCU on Update 1, which is something we've never seen ever. I think AV was like 250,000, 275,000 on like the first release and the first updates, and ASTDX kind of just taking over everything. I mean, even ALS, every single game since July 5th has just went down in player count. I'll put them on the screen right now. I mean, Anime Vanguards was at like 30, or no, it was like 40,000 on July 4th. And then the day after that, July 5th, when ACDX released, it dropped 10,000 players essentially. The graphs are pretty insane. Same for ALS. Ever since July 5th, it has only gone down for both games. But enough with the ASTDX stuff, whatever. It's about this game. We're talking about Anime Vanguards. First off, though, I want to say I'm not even going to be here for the updates. So, sadly, no videos, no showcases when the game comes out. I know that I try to be the first to do those so you guys can see them as quickly as possible, but I won't be there for that one either. And if ASTDX updates this weekend too, I won't be at that one either. Kind of annoying, kind of, you know, I'm sorry about, you know, slacking off with content because I've been busy with other stuff. I can't really help it or whatnot. But anyways, back to AV, because obviously that's the point of this video. So, will this update save the game or bring the CCU back up? I mean, the question is, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, no one knows, obviously. The game already has kind of, you know, slowly been down ever since, you know, it was a quote-unquote, like, back to life. I mean, when the Dragon Ball update released, it was, like, over 100,000 CC, which is, like, very good, right? At the time, games weren't really hitting that. And then ALS kind of rose to the top and kind of like had more players than Anime Vanguards had ever had in the past couple of weeks. And the spring update did shoot up to 70,000 players, but that went down pretty fast, I can't lie. After about a week, kind of died down, and now the game is at one of the lowest it's seen in a while. 15,000 players, 20,000 players. I mean, we haven't even seen numbers like that since like the Great Depression of the game in the beginning of 2025. Now, already from the trailer, the update looks good, right? I can't lie, this update looks good. I'm sad I cannot play it and record videos for it. It does look good, though. And to be honest, I think if ASTDX was not a thing, I do honestly think this update would be like a really big update. I mean, obviously it's going to get a lot of players, but I feel like, I don't know, ASTDX like took so many players from like every other tower defense game. Obviously, like I was saying, since July 5th, games have only been going down. We have not seen a peak in ALS or AV since ASTDX released. But, however, that doesn't really change anything. You know, the player base for AV is still there, and they're probably going to play it, right? It's going to be at this Friday, which is in 3 days. Again, I won't be there for the updates. And it's most likely going to update before any other game updates besides ALS is updating, like, right now at the time of recording. So, they picked a good time for it. I think it's going to hit probably, like, closer to 100,000 CCU, especially because if ASTDX is updating this Saturday, whether it's this Saturday or next Saturday, most of the stuff has died down from Update 1. Update 1 was super small. It only added like 2 new units and a trial and a story mode. So on Friday, like, people might actually be looking for an update on a tower defense game. So Anime Vanguards, I do think this is actually going to like spike it up a lot. I can't lie. This might go up a lot. It will be probably a big update in my opinion. I would say or like to put it on par with the Dragon Ball update, like hitting 106,000 CCU. Obviously, though, that's anybody's guess. Again, I can't predict the future. I do, though, still think that this game or this update will definitely shoot it up, like I said. Again, it's all just about with, dude, ASTDX threw off, like, I don't know, like, the whole tower defense scene because, well, we haven't even seen a new game like that pop up in, like, literally, like, ever. Or in like over a couple of years. I mean, Anime Adventures came back, but that was already a game, you know. It didn't like make a whole different new game that completely broke a bunch of records. It was just a re-release, you know. So nothing crazy, but literally that ASTDX release was, I don't even know, something else. Threw off everything. I mean, there's so much content for it, or there wasn't released, and it was massive. I mean, like, game was massive. Crazy numbers, crazy numbers. So really, it's anybody's guess. I do think, again, though, it's going to shoot up. But with how other games, with there being a new competitor, ASTDX, it's kind of hard to say if it will keep those players, right? People might get on to play it for like a day or two and then just go back to ASTDX, especially if they update the day after Anime Vanguards. Like, you know, it's kind of just like a fight back and forth with who can keep the players the longest, which is not looking too good for Anime Vanguards. But still, I do think, like I said for the third time already, it will shoot up. But the real question is, will it be able to keep any of their players like after a couple days? If All-Star Tower Defense X does not update this weekend, then I think it will be perfect for Anime Vanguards. It will be good. Again, sadly, like I already said so many times, I like to repeat myself. I'm not going to be there for the update, so can't play that, sadly. But hey, most of the stuff determines what other games are doing, because at the end of the day, you know, these games are competing against each other. It's tower defense genre. There's more than one game. It's not just one game. So at the end of the day, it's who can keep the players the longest, who has the most interesting updates with the most players. I mean, not even that, though. It's kind of who has the most updates with the most content. That's going to get played more. And Anime Vanguards, you know, not too hot on that. I think it will literally have been a month since the last update when this comes out. The last update for Anime Vanguards was June 21st, I'm pretty sure, or the 20th, something like that. This will be releasing on, I'm pretty sure, the 18th. Yeah, the 18th. So literally almost a month. That's a long time. Keep in mind, game is still fixing stuff on PvP, right? We were talking about some massive Roblox tournament for PvP, but they can't even fix the update yet for PvP. It's been almost 2 months, I think, as well. You know, kind of interesting to think about that. But hey, I don't really know where this game's going to go from here. It's been getting some pretty low numbers recently. If it can hit back up with a big CCU, a big update this Friday, that will definitely save the game. Again, though, kind of also depends on if All-Star Tower Defense X is updating, because, you know, at the end of the day, that game might get more people wanting to play it. You know, like I said, might just hop on Anime Vanguards, and then some other game updates and they hop off it. But hey, like I said, I don't know. Thank you guys for listening to me talk. If you made it to the end of the video, I doubt you did. Make sure to subscribe. Do all the good stuff. Again, I'm not going to be there for the updates. I'm going to be gone on Thursday and then until the next Thursday. 7 more days. It's the last thing of the summer, so, you know, maybe I can get another Anime Vanguards update in before the summer ends. But with the update schedule, it does not look like that, sadly. It does not look like that. But hey, that's all I have, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the updates. And I'll see you next one, guys. Peace out.
Thank you.